Why oh why can I not play music? this is this is very odd. It's not you guys, it's not even me. It is Spotify that wants to act like a doo-doo butt. So let me see if I can so here's what happens. I try to hit play on any thing on this playlist and it like doesn't work. And it says Spotify can't play this right now. If you have the file on your computer, you can import it, which is cute. Okay. But if I try to play real music here, then here, I'll mute it. You can't hear it. So this plays. Yeah. I'm able to hear stuff just fine. So these play. Let me try going to this album here. Okay, so this works. All right, we're gonna hear Undermine all day. Undermine all day, baby, yeah. Okay, cool. Let me get everything else started now. Now that I think I've got this thing solved. What is up, everyone? This is Coffee with Soul. I'm your host. We're gonna chat. We're gonna hang out. We're gonna look for Transmog. But I'm not gonna attempt any 8 mask visions because I did it yesterday. So good. I think I did it before dinner. But I managed to do it. It was fun. It was a lot of fun to do. So I have the footage and I'm gonna save releasing this for like a little bit later. I want to at least I think sometime during stream today I'm gonna reshoot the 5 mask vision because I tried to do it yesterday for those who were here joining me for that one, and then I only got so far, and then it bugged out because a boss would not appear and it was all bad. So I might do that again. I'll do like a quick sanity check and see if that's a good idea. I'll do a quick sanity check and see if all the bosses work, and then I'll do a 5 mask thingamajigger, and it should be great. And we're doing everything. Okay, cool. Because all the cooldowns are out. Right, guys? Okay, so let me do this real quick. All right. Before it looks so good like this, now. Oh, yeah. Oh, so iconic. Oh, boy. All right. I'm trying to master how to do squats with just socks on here, because it's funny. I'm trying to position my feet in a certain way. So that I'll still have my footing just fine. It's weird doing squats barefoot on a hardwood floor. So yeah, here we go. Are we gonna try a fresh run or are we gonna try to push on? Fresh run of what? And with who? Like, yeah, because we got a couple bosses in. 3 bosses, I think, something like that. Boom. Yeah, so we got 3 bosses in, and then kind of stop there. I mean, I guess we could start fresh, but then some people, they might still be taking their characters in, so I don't know. Oh, we killed 4? Wait, Vexy, Dinos, Rick, and oh, we did get 4 now. Okay. I forget about the Dinos. Sadly, they're a very cool boss, but I just keep forgetting about their existence. Let me say hi to people real quick. What is up to Darth? You're the first person to say hi. Hey. What's up to Arcadius and to Puddle Jumper, Maid Master, to Grim, and Boomer, and Peter, and to the rest of the beautiful digital smiling faces who'll be joining us throughout the day. Dude, it's already warm in here. This computer is a furnace when it wants to be, and it's not a good enough furnace when it's cold. All right, so what am I doing? I am going to mostly focus on. I think there's one more delve I can do. Let me see. Here, Criticals is right here, so I'm gonna do that real quick. That's true, dinos don't exist anymore. Unless you watch all of them Jurassic Park movies. and your sense of reality is all warped. It's like, yeah, they exist. What's up, Sop? What's up to Greaseman? Hope you guys doing well. Okay, so I can get one more thing of gilded stuff. So when I cleared that 8 mask vision, I was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then I looted the chest, and I got like, you know, the 4 out of 8 hero gear. We knew about that. What I didn't realize, or what I learned, was that you get, guess how many gilded you get? 8. You get 8 gilded for going through all the motions of clearing an 8 mask vision. It's not worth it. Doesn't feel worth it. You know, maybe it'll feel more worth it if I, you know, max out the vision thing, and if I get the belt later on, maybe that'll like make a difference. But otherwise, yeah, not like a big difference. Thank you, Katie's, for the prime sub. Much appreciated. So I just need an event here. I'm failing at 5 masks, and every time I've died, it's because I've gotten stuck on train and enemy CC effect turn my controls around. BFA was the worst designed expansion either. I mean, put this into context, Kaz. The stages that you're playing in were made back in Cataclysm days. You know, so you could say Cataclysm was the worst expansion ever. Hey, I mean, I'll do this delve, and and I can do the 5. Yeah, I'll do like the real-time guide. I'm gonna slow walk through, and like try to take care of everything. So if that'll help you out too, you'll be like the first person to watch it, or the first peoples to watch it. There you go. Oh, and TD goes off for complete chaos. Yay! Oh, even the turrets were going. Oh man, Brand just opened up like huge with this opening pull. Okay, so like I said, I just want to knock this out real quick. See if there's any Mog that I want to look out for. I already double checked on Eridath or Argus to see if there's anything. Nope. But I'm going to go for, here, let me get that out of the way. Candles. Right, candles. Is that all 8 masks playing solo? Yes. It was not easy, but it was fun to do. Finally cleared a 5. I got stalled with a bugged boss that wouldn't spawn. Yeah, like I think the little fix that Falcor helped me out with, like that seemed to do it, where I needed to team up with someone who was not bugged, and then just complete that objective, complete the boss. I happened to complete the rest of the. I happened to complete, you know, not the whole vision, but I beat the last boss too, just in case, and that seemed to work. So, yay! Am I going the right way? Yeah, I'm going. That's the right way. Let me just make sure I got all the stuff here, because I think they're all marked, right? Yeah, I think they're all marked on the map. But not with the darkened skybox and on-screen effects. True. The cool and maybe double-edged sword kind of thing to it is that, hey, you can keep trying again over and over until you get it right. But the thing is, like, you feel compelled to try it again and again and again until you do get it right. I was talking about this the other day too. Like, it's why I'm a big fan of roguelites, because death is just part of the experience, and Horrific Visions is the closest that WoW has gotten to trying to really replicate that kind of experience. But it's still not, because Horrific Visions is just like a, you know, then and now. It's just a game mode that's part of the main game. It's not like the main thing. It's just a, you know, it's an important feature, but it wasn't like the main thing. A bona fide roguelite just stands on its own, you know, and you don't influence your progression, or you don't influence your gearing from the outside. It's like, oh, I do keys, I do raids, I'll get some of my gear from here instead. So that's why Torghast, you know, when they tried to sell it as a roguelite, I was like, ooh, 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 and I had these certain preconceptions and expectations that were totally not met from that. You know, so it's like, okay, I'll just take this thing as it is, and this is what I got. Ooh, I'm getting. Oh, I know I am getting blasted because I'm not even using any of the right talents. Ooh, shit. Help. That's right, I'm using all this Mythic Plus stuff. But, oh well. Let me just try to take advantage of this guy. Gonna get I just don't feel like I'm failing because of something I did wrong. I don't feel like I have anything to learn from it. Some of it in that case is like the very minute movements of trying to not walk into a damn fence or something stupid. I've had many deaths. Yeah, it took me quite a few holes to clear the 8 mask. Like when I got to Thrall last night, it was the first time I got to Thrall in the 8 mask, and I'm like, if I fail this, I'm gonna be so tilted. I'm gonna have to like stop for a while. Because it's like I was doing the stages in different order to practice, and I'm like, okay, I can do this stage, I can do this part, I can do this part, but I just can't do them all together. And so part of my I'm pretty sure part of my commentary when I do the 8 mask, I'm not gonna do it and do live commentary. I'm just gonna commentate on what I have, and even then, it's like not broken. It's not. I only have like the second half recorded. I didn't start recording until then. I'm like, oh shit! But I have so much other footage that I play similarly. I'm like, okay, I can just use this other footage and it'll be fine. So it's gonna be a little bit broken, but the thing that I know I not exactly struggle with, but what made it tough for me is just fatigue. Like I was getting mentally like kind of worn out, trying to stay locked in, and so I would lose concentration. And then I'd slip, or I would get nervous, and all bad. So that's why I end up like just jumping into different sections in a, I end up going in a different order. In fact, I think when I did when I did this kill, I did the area with like the big shoot. I went to the left side, but I went for the lost area first, and then I went backwards and did the corrupted area. So I sort of went backwards because I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do the hard part first, just so I can get that out of the way. But yeah, when I got to Thrall, I was like super nervous. I'm like, oh shit, if I don't get this, oh boy. Either Blizzard fixes or I logged out and in once with an active vision with no mask, and then my percentage went back to 0. Huh. That's cool. I mean, as long, if they fixed it or you figured it out, then hey, all the better. All good. Is this the end of it? I forget. No, not the end of it. The very first version of the Trollcast were better than on release. I keep hearing that, and I can't find anything that made me want to agree with that. Or I disagree with that so much. Because what happened with... So for those who remember Alpha and Torghast, the way it worked there was it started out really, really hard. And then once you got like 2 or 3 powers, then it was just like Dynasty Wars. You were just like slamming stuff and you just kept climbing higher and higher, and you'd go in this like straight line, and like that was it. But then there was no other structure. There was nothing else. There was nothing else to it. So it was basically just a sandbox where you did nothing. After like 2 floors, because then you were just unkillable, and then you just kind of like coasted through. And to me, that was really boring, because there was no challenge in it. To me, that's, when I was trying to be sold the whole idea of a roguelite, I wanted to be able to find greater challenges, you know, because the way a typical roguelite is, you beat the stage, and then you find ways, you activate ways to make it harder, and that didn't happen. It just got easier and easier, and then I just got bored. So I never climbed that high because I just got bored. Not to say that people are wrong. I'm just like, no, I don't see it the same way. You can do the lost parts first in order. You can do the lost part on the left side first. You can't do it on the right. On the right, well, on the right, you can skip the boss that's on the corrupted side. You just walk right past them, and then you can just go to the next area. But you know, you might as well go to it since he's like right there, I guess. I saw people on floor. Yeah, and that's the only thing. Like you would just get one shot. So that's it. You would just keep going, and then you would get gibbed because the numbers just wouldn't line up. There would be a gap in your in all your procs and everything, and that's it. And you just die. So there's no skill that went behind that. So while it seemed fun as like an arcadey sort of thing, to me it wasn't like a sustainable. It was not going to be a sustainable thing that would carry, carry as a main feature that would last for 2 years. Yeah, you can ignore Corona, but you still need to go through a lot of the trash, though. Thankfully, at least on the Rexar side, you can skip a lot of that, too. And I hope I didn't review all the footage. I hope the past footage I have is, like, decent. Otherwise, I can just reshoot. It's not a big deal. Sarcastic in the last 2 weeks, but you know my point. Or you get my point. Just from a gameplay standpoint, it wouldn't have been sustainable. You know what they did with Torghast? They forced the loops to make Torghast relevant for 2 years. But yeah, just climbing up to like the higher tiers, like, and just increasing the numbers, to me that wasn't like enough. I wanted to have like, you know, like I said, like a typical roguelike. I would want to see like activated affixes, things that just make things like tougher. That wasn't really a thing. But that's also a big departure from other solo WoW gameplay. At least for like something that you wanted to have last for a really long time. Visions were, you know, different. At least Visions were like just a patch. Just a patch. Boop. Yeah, because I remember when I was giving feedback on Torghast, like what I would have loved to have, this would have been simple. What I would have loved to have is, you know, you get to that max floor, that highest floor, you beat the boss, and then you just have the option to keep going. That's it. Keep going with the powers that you have, and then see how far you get. So like you would consider the actual Torghast run as you prepping your character for like the infinite run, and then you just see how far you go, and the game will remember like your highest floor climbed, and you can use that as bragging rights. That's it. That's all they could have done, and I think that would have been like a big hit, because it would offer that sort of like challenge mode. Bummer. No. The intro release version of Torghast, I would prefer the alpha version. I thought the alpha version sucked. Just straight up. Straight up. I know I was kind of like salty about it too, because when they first started with it, I couldn't. I think they took away the infinite climb as soon as they introduced paladins as a playable class in Torghast. So I was like, whatever, this ain't fun. Because I remember, like, I would, when I was testing, I would go in as a priest, because I think those were one of the early classes that were testable. And so I was, like, going through, like, the motions of, like, okay, I'll start on this higher floor, and then I'll, like, struggle to, like, get through the first things with, like, mind control and blah, blah, blah. But then once I reach escape velocity, then I'm like, all right, cool, I'm zooming, and then I just got worn out, and then I stopped. Oh. All right. I've already considered Mythic Plus the roguelite of WoW. That's not a bad comparison. That's not a bad comparison. You know, you get a little bit out of it, and then you go back and you do it again. To me, a bona fide roguelite is a solo game, though. It's a solo game, and you can just, like, as soon as you fail, you go back, you get your bearings together, and then you go right back in again. Is how I typically look. I think there are a couple of games that have like heavy roguelike elements, but I find I find the multiplayer aspect to be like a big turnoff when trying to sell that sort of gameplay. So I was pleasantly surprised when they were talking about the Dastardly Duo thing and how you can do it solo. I'm like, oh, because at first I was like, oh, I'm not very interested because you have to be in a group. It's not like a queuable thing. I wouldn't even care if it was a queuable thing. I'm like, oh, you know, it seems all right. But the fact that you can do it solo, I'm like, oh, okay, next week. Apart from Vision Slamming, I'm probably going to spend the first, like, you know, stream or two doing Dastardly Duo stuff. But then I'll do the Storm and Horrific Vision, the 8 Mask, and, you know, finish off the achievements there. So next week should be fun. Next week should be packed. There should be some cool things to do. Yeah, let's do the 5. If you just pick your level, dungeon, and effects we'd have, and we have leaderboards for each fix combination and dungeon there. Yeah, yeah, basically like if it's the PTR. Are we going back to 80s cartoons? Hey, 80s cartoons were great, dude. All right, am I mentally ready for this? I'm just kind of like casually doing a 5, which should be kind of okay. 70s cartoons. Ew. All right, I guess I'll just kind of raw dog it. Just go for it. What's up, everyone? This is Soul with another video, and today we're going to take you through a 5-mask vision run of Orgrimmar. In this case, oh, by the way, please like the video, subscribe for more stuff. Catch me when we're on live, and I am actually live right now. Say hi, chat. What we're going to do is going to be very similar to what I was doing with the more beginnerish guides, where I take people like kind of pull through pull, zone through zone, and show people like what to look out for and just how to complete the run, hopefully safely and in one take, which may or may not be possible. In this case, I'm going to presume this is going to be kind of an advanced guide. So I'm going to skip all the stuff and just get kind of right into it. Hopefully you guys are well prepared and have everything that you need. In this case, I am going in as my main because I don't have any other character that's even remotely capable of doing a 5-mask vision, so you have to bear with me. I'm coming at this from the POV of a tank. And from that, I'm using very tanky things, including this Stoicism talent, which reduces the stun effects on me by 20%. I happen to be running the Templar spec, and so I'm going to be focused a lot on pretty high burst and just kind of blasting through. Otherwise, my stats and specs kind of suck. I have 0% versatility. I'm using Delve trinkets because those are the only things that can that really are capable of being used. Of course, I have my 4-set bonus and a very, very beautiful transmog. So let's go, starting with the first section. I should talk about the masks too. I'll talk about that right now. I almost forgot. Let me just take care of this first pack with the really dumb shaman that nobody likes dealing with. And we'll go over like the masks and whatnot like right now. No big deal. So I'll do the mouse over. Oh, I have all 8 activated. Fuck. See what I mean? Yeah, I gotta do a reshoot. You see, that's what I get for just being like, oh, let's just go, dive in. Yeah, no big deal. All right, let's try this again. So, question from Mrs. Soul: the heroic weapons you can buy from the vision requires 5 masks, but does it require a full clear? Yes. As far as I know, you need to the achievement is to get Symphony of Masks. I'm pretty sure. So complete all objectives in a revisited thingy with all things active. So, oh no, that's 8, but you know what I mean. Here we go, Symphony of Masks, right there. So it unlocks Churney, the heroic weaponsmith's weapons. So do that one. Okay, so let's try this again. Genius. 5 plus 3. Yeah. What if I went through the whole thing? I'm like, yeah, so cool. There you go. 5 masks, easy. I'm like, oh shit, it was 8. My bad. That just goes to no. An 8 mask is pretty challenging. So I'm going to turn off. Okay, whatever. What's up, everyone? This is Soul with another video, and today we're going to take you through a full run of a 5 mask vision in Orgrimmar. Please like the video, subscribe for more stuff, catch me when we're on live, and we are live right now. Say hi, chat, again. This is my second take. This is awesome. We're gonna skip like the beginner stuff. This is an advanced guide that presumes you know what to do. Hopefully you have your tributes almost maxed out or very close to it, and that you've spent your points on as much of the tree as possible. In my case, this is the second week, and I plug points into the middle side and the left hand side of the tree. That's going to give me more throughput as well as sanity defense. So I'm only going to activate 5 out of the 8 masks. So the ones I'm going to turn off, I'm going to turn off Long Night. That one sucks. That halves your sanity, so we're not going to have that debuff. I'm going to turn off Vengeance, which means I can do like big pulls and not have to worry about the mobs doing increased damage or otherwise being like as big as a raid boss. And I'm going to turn off Daredevil, which makes you take, I think, 400 or so increased sanity damage, which means I can care less about what's going on. And we're going to go right in. This is going to be kind of the slow sort of guide, similar to the beginner guides. I just want to show you guys the difference between a normal run and a run with the multitudes affix activated. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a character that's capable of doing this except for my tank, so I'm going to be coming at this from the tank's perspective, and we'll just kind of be going through very similarly to how I do this. How you would do this as a beginner, focusing on dangerous mobs and trying not to deal with some of the more troublesome mechanics. So in this case, Shaman, I hate the Shaman. They're all bad. I'm going to go straight for the Honor Guards here. And this is where I'll like try to pop good cooldowns to get rid of them. So that way I don't have to deal with the shouts, which went off anyway. So just try not to get hit by stuff like that. But this first part, you guys should have the experience here. It's pretty straightforward. I'm going to go in a particular order. It's going to seem kind of awkward because I'm not even going to worry about the potions. I'm going to completely ignore them this time, just not make them really be a thought. And I should be able to activate, what's his name, Gammon in just a bit. There's only 1 kill left, so I'm actually just going to kind of run ahead because I'd rather activate Gammon here instead. So as you know, there are many masks to activate, one of them which will spawn an elite. In this case, Gammon. That happens in Orgrimmar. And every time you defeat 25 mobs, he pops out. And we just got to kick his butt. But right now the totem is kicking my butt because I hate it. But even then, we got plenty of sanity since we're only limiting ourselves to like these many masks. And the pace that I'm going, it's definitely not indicative of what you should do. It's just kind of the way that I'm doing it. So if anything, maybe I'll just kind of slow down and do like one pack at a time, because we really do have the flexibility to do it. So let's kind of slow things down, take it nice and easy, because once you have when you're using the appropriate number of masks, then you're in a pretty good spot. You'll be able to kind of self-sustain. So in this case, I hate the tentacles. Tentacles can die. They'll always want to die first. And then now we'll go for this boss here. You want to watch out for the orb that's summoned first. There's the orb, and then we'll dodge. He's going to do the laser thing. Once the channel is done, very shortly after, he's going to activate another orb. So I'm just going to start pre-moving. And then he's going to do another one. I'm going to start pre-moving again. Then he does the orb, he does the laser thing with Jigger, and then I'll just kind of keep doing this pattern until he's dead. So there's orb number 1. Let that get out of the way. We're dealing with Scorched Feet and Enemaphobia, so I'm just going to keep jumping every now and then, and go in this kind of circular motion. And ta-da, dead. Even after he's dead, that thing still is in effect. Ooh, snap! Yeah, so be careful of that. And then we'll just go through the RP stuff. In this case, this pack doesn't really do much. I tend to focus on taking down the Will Breaker. That one seems to be like the more dangerous one. But without the Vengeance affix, these guys don't do like too much damage. So in this case, I'll pull a little bit extra. Not normally as much extra as I normally do. And we'll activate another Gammon. And you can see my sanity is like in a really good spot. It's in a very, very good spot. Very chill. If anything, I can kind of hold on to him if I really wanted to. So that way I can maximize the sanity I get back. This pull has 1 Dominator. That's the one thing to really care about. So if you can stun it and otherwise kill it before it does anything, that would be like the more... That's like the more dangerous thing to take care of in that case. So if you're at range, if you can CC him, that would probably be like the better play. Or if you just have like big heavy cooldowns, go ahead and pop those too, just to make sure that that thing goes down very quickly. This next pack here, the dangerous thing to look out for are, again, tentacles. Hate them. In this case, the Twilight Devastation proc feels pretty useful. I know that Void Ritual, I believe that's the one that provides the stats. That's the most reliable one because Void Ritual doesn't miss. Know what I mean? But TD just feels and looks really cool too. So okay, so there's that darn tentacle staying alive. All right, so let's backtrack, take care of these right here. So doing a 5 mask and even an 8 mask, it's less about speed, even though I might be like kind of rushing. It's more just not messing up and getting hit with unnecessary sanity attacks. So this next one has 2 Dominators. You want to make sure that you kind of go big with this one. Make sure that they go down quick. The channel, you can kick it, you can stun it, whatever it takes to prevent it from going off. Because if you get hit with that channel, especially if you're like a softer class, if that stun goes off, you're in a heck of a lot of trouble. So, I think I got everything. All right, so let's go ahead and clear the rest of the way, and we'll go for the mini boss dude. All right. That repair thing will be screaming at me for the rest of this run. Sorry, guys. All right, so just reminders, hide behind the tree if you can. If you also can, you pop an immunity. I'll show you like a little bit of pally cheese if this guy lasts long enough. So I'll just go in. I'll open up kind of hard in this case. So he's doing the channel. So what you can do here, so what I do, I'll bubble it. And then he does the Void Torrent, but then the Void Torrent doesn't do anything. I can just kind of stand here, let him, he just does his thing. He'll do a second cast. If you are able to, I would say try to hold on to your cooldowns until like the second or yeah, the second or so shield, just eat one, I guess, and then burst down the other one so you can preserve your sanity a little bit. And he's dead. So let's go. Show you a little bit more, not exactly paladin cheese, but just kind of ways that I've been able to handle it. If you're a class that can cleanse, you can pretty much negate Misha pretty easily. Go ahead and pull her. I'll just pull her, and I'll show you how it works. So Desperate Retching gives a debuff that if you can cleanse diseases, you can just cleanse it right off. Not a big deal. Then you can safely not have to move too much. You just want to make sure that you're moving very carefully for a split personality. We're dealing with both Haunting Shadows and split personality, so you have that void zone. I'm going to cleanse again, no problem. And then we'll just finish them off. Just don't get hit by the roar. And then you'll be okay. So you can kind of carefully weave yourself between these split personality things right there. But I'm going to move up. Go straight for this Punisher. Go kind of big. Stun it because of the knockback can be a little annoying too. And so I'll just wipe all those things out. Here's a Gammon. Hello. And we'll just go for this guy. Because I want to see if I'm able to skip some stuff today. And I pulled too much. Woo! Let's go. There was a swarm leader in here that empowers the other mobs in that pack. You do want to go for that one first. That's going to help. Okay, so in this case, I'm still not exactly sure how it's done or how to do it, but this area here is kind of opened up. Normally it's covered by void stuff and you're not able to easily walk through it unless you like pop a lot of health potions, damage mitigation, and what have you to try to stay alive. In this case, it's very easy for me to just kind of like just kind of go around and climb up this slope. Oh, actually, this slope here, and ta-da! Then you skip the whole thing. So like there goes all that stuff, and that's a very, very messy pack. And in fact, in front of us is also a very messy pack some warlocks can skip it. I think warriors can skip this pack too. In this case, I can't, so I'm just going to like kind of go hard. The Venom Weaver is annoying because it does a stun. The Bone Crusher is annoying because it does a knockback. So what we're going to try to do here is, at least as a paladin, I'm going to throw Avenger Shield at that one. I'm going to stun the Bone Crusher, and then I just kind of go hard, even though a stun still goes off, unfortunately. So it's a very, very dangerous pull. So if you have like if you want to like hold on to cooldowns and just wait, like that's worth it. And again, if possible, if you can cleanse poisons, then go ahead and go ahead and cleanse poisons, get that off. Get some Gammon stuff back. You could also CC those mobs too. Just do a hard CC to prevent some of them from activating. Because the stuns and everything, like, it gets really, really bad. Alright, now for Rexar. So in this case, you just want to kind of pull... you don't want to DPS too fast, especially if you don't have a whole lot of interrupts. You want to be able to take care of each boar as it comes out. So first one should be coming out any moment. There it is. So if you have, use the shortest cooldown that you have, so that way it's back up for the next time. Otherwise, if you have the time, if you have the sanity, just go ahead and hold on to just hold on to Rexar. Just try to stay alive. If you can self-sustain, great. And try and slowly take care of each boar. Now, when it gets at low enough, I'll going to activate 2 of them at once. So if you have try to save a heavy cooldown to take them both out very fast, and that was bad. So you also want to be careful when the boars do the knockback. If there's a split personality that's going on at the same time, it can potentially knock you back into the split personality. It might knock you back into the traps as well, which can be a lot of trouble. Okay, so now we're dealing with these shawl things. So you want to try to have them angled in a certain way, so that way it's kind of easy for you to dodge, although it's not easy, as you can see. Like getting hit with these, especially if you might be using Daredevil, it can be really, really painful if you get hit by those like just once. Like just once, like might finish you off. And then there goes your day. What item spawns the Void Tornado? That is Twilight Devastation. So that's a head enchant that you're able to buy. All right, so let's go to the other side. So 17 dudes left until I can spawn the next guy. This area is just kind of full of like really easy trash kind of mobs that go down very easily. And again, since we're not dealing with vengeance, it's easy to just kind of mow these guys down if you're a DPS player or a DPS class. Just beware the shaman. Shaman sucks. Shaman sucks no matter which version of the vision you're dealing with. All right, so we're dealing with some additional packs up here. There's 2 shaman up here, which really sucks. So if you want to like save like kind of a heavy cooldown for this, great. It'll be helpful because I do. Like it feels like a big waste of time and sanity if you have to deal with, standing outside of the void zones and having to constantly get yanked in and out with those totems. I think I just have a grudge. That might be it. I think I just have a big old grudge with the totem. All right. So this guy, as you may know already, you just want to dodge the charge. There's the charge. And then he fires the bullet. And then just beware of the bullet as it's traveling back to him. So just kind of angle yourself in such a way that, you don't need to care too much about the bullet as it travels towards you. Just care about it when it's coming back. And don't get hit. That's the game of that. And make sure to jump, because we're dealing with Scorch Feet and Enemophobia. And then you should go down in right now. Yay! I should mention about the 10% buff mobs. I don't know about them, to be honest. This is the worst guide ever. I do not know about the 10% buff mobs. So this, I would say, is like the easiest section in the vision. Even though it's kind of not. It can really sneak up on you. Like in this case, because we're dealing with Scorched Feet, you might end up jumping into the water, which is just awful. As you're going through here, I recommend taking out the Void Elemental first, because it afflicts you with a debuff that makes you take a lot of extra shadow damage, and that can be very, very bad news very, very quickly. This pull can be very dangerous too if if you overpull like I kind of did. So in this case, you might want to employ like a little bit of CC. Try not to end up like getting that other guy back behind us because of the polymorph. That could be really dangerous. So kind of funny how I said, oh, this is like one of the easiest sections, and then I'm having a little bit of trouble here. Ooh. All right. So we got 21, a count of 21 until the next Gammon. I don't think we'll be able to hit that. This pull happens to be extremely dangerous. You want to use like some sort of like AoE stun or whatnot to interrupt the mental assault, because that can wear you out really, really fast. So if anything, maybe you should open up with a big CC and then just try to unload and try to take out, or if anything, just interrupt the cast when it happens. And try not to overpull this pack here, because it's going to cause like that much more frustration for you, especially if you get Hunger Totemed in and everything. But I would say this pack with the 4 mental assaults, that's one of the most dangerous things that happened in there. Or at least it's easy to really sneak up on you. Alright, so next pull, we'll go this side. So it looks like I will be able to get another gammon in. No problem. You know, I don't like this take. This take sucks. I'm gonna do an offline guide. I'll finish the vision, but yeah, because I think someone wanted at least kind of or I offered to just kind of show like how I can do it or whatnot. But yeah, I don't like this take. I'm gonna stop the recording because I think you're right about like the tips and like the damage buff. Like that feels more important here. And I'm also, I don't know, I feel like I'm making it, I feel like I'm making this look way too easy. Or at least I'm making light of the challenges because of the tank POV. So, yeah, I'm not liking it. It's RNG too, so they may or may not be there. Oh, I forgot to click on the thing. I think there's some good takes in there. I'll do it again, but I'll do it off stream. I feel like I'll do it better. Like when I was kind of taking my time and talking and everything, that felt better. But in this case, this is like the advanced guide where I don't need to like talk about like everything. You know, it's more just like, hey, these are the motions, and here's like the POV of where it's coming from, and here's what I have to deal with. Ow. You only get 2 out of 4 of them? Okay. Yeah, I'll just do another shoot. It's all good. When I do it slow, like the guide that I ended up making that I released earlier today for the 5 masks, it's like over half an hour long. It's not short. Because I like stopped to take time to talk about what bosses do before I pull them, and then I just like kind of two-shot, you know, double tap them and like they're dead. Because even at a low level, these dudes don't have like a lot of health. It's not like that huge. Like even in this run, I'm not timing things. Like I usually would time my Eye of Tyr and my hammer thing and all that to maximize my damage and everything. Here I'm just not. I'm simply not. Ah, fear. Damn it. Go Pally Cheese. All right. Someone gave the tip of standing under those pillars in order to avoid the stomp, and it's a good tip. It is a good tip. I'm just terrible at it. There were a couple times where when I was doing the 8 mask run, I would die because the camera would betray me and I wouldn't be able to get out of it in time, and then I would get stuck with you know, other mechanics like the fear, the split personality and all that. And I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna go back to like my normal-ish method of doing it. It's a good tip though. It is a good tip for sure. You feel like Org is better? I guess we'll find out next week, but I feel like Stormwind is easier. I feel like it has easier mini bosses. End bosses or lost area bosses, so like Shaw, that one can be frustrating. The mini bosses here they feel tougher. So like that jumping dude, that guy felt like a pain in the ass. Who else? Hell, this thing can be a pain in the ass. So with the affixes and everything, you just get ended really fast. Whereas like the Mage Quarter, that one tentacle beast thing, like that one's a big pain. I hate that one. But the other one, the one that just does like the rain of fire and the summons, I'm like, oh, this guy's a chump. This guy doesn't do anything. Forget it. Yeah. Alright, so there's no pride loss. I'll just hop an orb. Oh, and kill you. Boop. We're good now? We're good now. Okay. So the big thing here is like it's not like I'm getting one shot. Like I took like a 60 sanity hit. Like, ooh, that's awful. On the 8 mask, you're just done. And that's the cool thing about using these having variety. You actually have some choices on which masks you can use. Makes life easier. Much, much easier. Beam first, and then this. Where are the ads at? They're gonna. Oh, there you are. Oh shit. Oh, wombo combo. Oh, again. Oh, I think I should have my sounds on. I don't have any sounds ready. Because it's like I can hear some of the audio cues that will tell me when some abilities are going to happen or like the order of things. All right, we're fine. I think I would have died like 5 or 6 times. I should have been like so dead. I'm looking to me for me on my Frost DK, but mainly because my class is slow. I didn't realize how busted it is for a Beastmaster Hunter because I didn't realize like if you can just engage with the boss, then it'll undo his cast. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool, but also not kind of cool because you might want to, use those couple seconds to wait for like some cooldowns to be available and what have you. So yeah, this is just so much easier than 5 masks were back in the day because you don't have to deal with Daredevil and Pained. I'm sorry, Daredevil and Long Night. Like that, they're not like a big deal at all. So I'm like, oh, nice. Yeah, I'm gonna pop another one. I'll wait until this thing is about to. This is one of the tips that I mentioned from a little bit before, where you can just wait for cooldowns. If you're waiting for both your sanity and your cooldowns, just wait a while. You can wait until your sanity is almost gone, but if all your cooldowns are up, then sweet. It's not like you have, it's not like you have to use it now. Just be a little patient. Boop, boop, boop. I have so much sanity. Bam. So the only thing about Thrall is like knowing the pattern and just realizing that he's going to do his shockwave like kind of liberally. So you might as well do your best to stay on the move for the most part and then adapt. Because the cast for that shockwave, it's pretty fast. If you're casting, just move, stop what you're doing, and get to work. So I'll just stand on here. So there goes those guys. Too bad I'm not standing on the promised power thing, but oh well. Yeah, for that, move away, and then he's going to do a shockwave again. Usually it happens during this time, but of course, just watch your cast bars too. That'll be helpful. So Stand here so I can maybe break that shield. Otherwise, I'll just bubble it. That's fine too. Oh, I bubbled too late. But if you can pop like a hard immunity for that, then hey, cool. That will give you like a nice little freebie. So here's the second one, and then he's going to do a shockwave pretty soon. Oh, got hit. Yeah, so I probably should have just waited a little bit. Otherwise, we're super, like, healthy. Let's move out of that. A little bit of the void zone stuff, you know, not a big deal. Ta-dong! Yeah. There's no storm in our opinion if you have a pet tank and can't control where the boss is going to be. Oh yeah, there's that too. That would suck. So I got the 8. Yeah, no, it felt good. Felt real good. So we'll see how I do next week. Boop, boop, boop. 3 gilded. Oh, snaps. So I get 3 for doing a 5. Which I'd say is which is easier, doing a 5 mask or doing a delve on an 11? I guess what I'm not sure of though is, can I repeat this perpetually, or is it going to give me like decreasing rewards like I had seen before? I'm not entirely sure. No. Still farming the tall strider pet, it just won't drop. I think I happen to get that. And I think it's just really a matter of just doing it over and over until you know, finally get it. I think. Alright, so I'm done in that mess for now. And I did my 3rd delve, so I should have, let's see, what am I at? 59. 59. What a tease. Yeah. What a tease. Oh, well. Well, actually, no, I don't even need 60. I think I'm out of things to upgrade at this point. So there's only like the belt that I'm not going to bother with. If I really wanted to replace my Cersei Circlet with a DPS thing, there's that. Or, you know, with a more tanky DPS kind of stats, sure. And otherwise, I think I'm done. I don't think I can go any further than this. So, woo. I guess if I really wanted to, I can craft a 681 neck. But then that would I would drop a little bit of haste in favor of Creator Mastery or whatever the hell stat I feel like having. I don't know. I feel like a lot of the difficulty with tier 11 delves is how hard the mobs auto attack you, while the difficulty in visions is more about the mechanics, which seems more fun MO. Some people don't like that though. Some people, they want to be able to like outgear the mechanic, because sanity is not HP, and you know it's a different sort of defense they have to worry about. And some folks, they're, you know, like, I'm not having that, skrr, and all that. Okay, so back to real gaming. I want to see what trends am I going for this time. I know that I've been finishing things, which is great. So there are some places where I just never have to go back to again. Like I'm done with Molten Core. It looks like I'm going to ICC 10 again. Yes, I am. Let's go. Actually, so I know I can do 10. And I can do 25 normal as well. So Blood Prince, Council. Okay, I can do that. Let's go. Just did the 8 mask? Nice. Congrats, dude. Now, progressing through is a lot of fun. And that's going to be like it's going to be one of the main things that I talk about for the weekly, where I just kind of celebrate like this moment in time where we can challenge ourselves for like the thing. It's fleeting. It's very personal. and I'm gonna be happy when people can, farm their way through it and uh, get it easier than they can at the moment. But this is like my moment. What a real gamer, yeah. It's that bit of pride. Like people found it baffling when I say, "Oh yeah, when I did the Mage Tower challenge back in the day, I didn't bother with the rest because I was like, oh, it's too late. It just doesn't feel worth it." It's one thing to like not be able to get access to that werebear form, the OG werebear form, but then and even now, it just didn't feel like it would be worth it if I didn't get it like as early as possible. Because over time, as we went from one tier to the next, then it just got easier. I'm like, okay, that's cool, but to me, I don't get that same value out of it. But I try not to push that onto people. I'm just trying to very much keep this as a very like internal feeling of mine. I'm not trying to be like, oh, you did it, you're a lesser player or whatever. Like that's super cringe. Um, shit, what am I doing? 10, right? 10 normal and yeah, 10 and 25 normal. Okay, and then I'm going to Blood Queen. That's the usual thing, and then the other one is just princes, so I should be fine. Did I do 8 mask on prop palette? Yes, I did. 100%. I didn't think it was possible until the talents were completely unlocked. Oh, I knew that you could do it for sure. Like the difference between this week and next week is you can make very, very few mistakes. As soon as we get that Gift of the Titans thing, then that leaves us that much more flexibility and room to be like, all right, I'm going to stand, I'm going to plant, and I'm going to pump, and I'm not going to give a shit. So your throughput will be that much higher, along with the actual throughput benefits that you get with the additional talent points and everything. But it's going to be that much better. During this week, though, like it's obvious it's doable, but it may not be as doable for like every single class in spec. Like I think I've seen tanks, I've seen Fury Warriors, I've seen Frost Mages be able to do it, and that's cool. And then it just kind of opens up for more people. Ellie Sham? Yeah, there we go. Elemental Sham. Lesser players are the worst. Well, someday you'll get out from under there, Wingy, and you'll become a real gamer like me. Transmog collector. That's how it be, baby. Watch. Come not even a year from now, you're gonna see me locked in doing nothing but trying to like find weird shapes. So here are other weird things I predict with housing. People are going to make like kind of like pixel art. They're going to take like small shapes or like blocks or whatever, and then they'll be able to spell out stuff. They'll be able to like make like little sculptures and whatnot of whatever the hell they feel like. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be absolutely crazy. Someone's gonna do it. Where they're going to take like something that's just like the size of like a pixel or whatever, and then just start drawing things with that. It's gonna be so weird. Didn't play during Legion, but I'd still like to try for the Fell Werebear. I just don't know if you can do it with the current season of gear. I believe you can. People have talked numerous times about how the Dark Moon Fair procs and the trinket, they don't scale correctly, as in it helps us out. So I think if you have a Dark Moon Fair trinket and the weapon combo thing that gives the Ascendance buff, you get a lot of extra stats. Don't take my word for it. I know that was kind of a thing like at least a season ago. I don't know if that's the same way now. Bought that challenge mode mod like a boss. Damn right. Damn right. My sense of elite gaming was being hyper aggressive on the glyph market and crushing my foes. I was PvPing basically. It is kind of funny if you think about it like that. If you want to think of gold making as a sort of a PvP thing. Although some people we've heard plenty of stories of like abuse where people would brigade and so-called cartels that would mass report and get people banned and what have you. I believe them. I haven't experienced it myself. I've been thankful for that. But I guess I'm just not on that kind of server. And I wonder, like, what kind of servers do those happen in? Like, I can't imagine that happening in like a really high pop server because how do you control, um, you know, you can't ban people, you can't mass ban people fast enough, or can you? All right, so I think this might have a thing. Please. Boots that I already have. Two of them even. Mm, so good. I still don't know if we got any solid information about how those increased legacy drops are going to work. That could be a cool thing. It should be an all the time thing, but oh well, details. Uh, Wait for that. Oh, don't joke. One for each foot. Smart. Smart. Oh yeah, let me check if that package arrived. Someone was sending me plushies that they had that they didn't want, that they don't have room for them anymore. So they offered them to me. I'm like, all right, cool. So they sent stuff over, tracking number and everything. Um, and then it said the package was delayed. So I'm like, oh. Actually, I just got a message. I just got an email from the person like literally 4 minutes ago. It says the box is now at the post office. Go pick it up. Okay, so I can go. I can go grab it. Yay! I won't do it now, but are we good yet? Almost. From people testing it, it seems it's only an additional item, and it's too bad that they won't make that limited on a weekly event that happens on rotation. I mean, that would be kind of cool if they directed people from like one expansion zone or one expansion to another. That'd be kind of cool. So I think we should. I don't mind them only half-assing it here, but I say like wait for the feedback. Let people make the demands once as the event is happening, and once it's over, be like, hey, bitch, we want to sell all the time, baby. I do think it would be cool. Like I had like this wacky idea. All my ideas are brilliant and wacky. Where you talk to like Chromie, and Chromie sends you to a random old dungeon, and then you just blast it, and you kill the last boss. And when you kill the last boss, then Chromie pops up again, and she's like, "Hey, you want to do more?" And you're like, "Yeah, dude." So she takes you somewhere else, and then you get like a stacking power up that gives you like movement speed. That's probably the most effective thing, like movement speed. And then so you go through another random dungeon, slam that, get to the end. Chromie's like, "You like the taste of this? You want some more?" You're like, "Yeah, dude," and you just keep going, and it just keeps stacking up higher and higher. And then the movement speed just gets freaking stupid. And you're just farming for transmog stuff. You get random drops and blah blah blah. And I'd love for there to be like additional changes too, like no more non-cosmetic drops. Like there's no reason why I need fucking Legion relics, or rings and accessories and all that stuff. Just please make that go away. And then just let me just have Chromie just have me eat me all over the place. That'd be cool. Nice and easy. I don't know what it would take to code that in, but do it. They can have the 8 mask thing, a challenge mode equivalent with a Mog set reward. That would be cool. In hindsight, I would say, oh, that'd be cool because I can do it. But I take a great joy out of solo challenges. Like I was talking earlier, Oinky, how you know, really hard things like this, like this moment with Perfect Visions and it having kind of a roguelite sort of gameplay. I love these. I love these. But Mythic Plus not so much, mostly because it's a group challenge, and yeah, I don't get that same vibe, that same enjoyment when it's like a roguelite or it's something that's very repeatable. I want to do it on my own time. So I prefer it to be a solo challenge as opposed to a group one. Not to say that Mythic Plus needs to change, you know. Cheers. Leave that thing alone. You guys have your own input. I got nothing to say about it. Oh, I need a loot, don't I? I think it was no, it was 25 that I think I need to loot here, but I'll just take a look anyway. Peek. Nothing. All right. I think the black market needs a cleanup for the non-cosmetics who's bidding on a mob raid rank. Oh, does that still show up? Really? Oh, that's awful. Hardly ever went back to the Mage Tower revival for since no cool reward. Yeah, for me it was like only a mount, so I'm like, I'm cool. I don't need that. But there was that Mog set. I forgot exactly how to get it, but yeah, there was a Transmog set. I was like, oh, I'm going for that one at least. So I got that. And it's cool. Colors are kind of funny. It doesn't really match with other stuff, but I random Transmog. Who cares? Need to do the black market now that since people can transfer gold. What would you propose they do, Melanissa? I got a dagger. Oh boy. Okay, so let's change this to norm. No, change this to 25. Yeah, so we do this one, and there we go. This way. I mean, having the black market as another source of rare stuff ain't such a bad thing. Variety is the spice of life. I unlocked the Mage Tower weapon appearance for all specs minus Evoker. If they redo it for Evoker, I'll go back. Nice. Well done. Now, did you do it during the Tomb of Sargeras tier? Or was it like, or did you do it throughout like the rest of the expansion, like 7.3 and what have you? Because if you manage to do all of it within that Tomb of Sargeras tier, ooh, that's manly. That means you're very well endowed with skill. That is. All right, we switch this to 25. Boop. They can start by removing easy to get things and add other rare items and at least place more items at once. So has there been nothing new since like XYZ? Because I recall in Dragonflight, weren't there a number of items that were added, but they actually made them available for gold first, and then they went on to the black market. Not to say that that's enough, but was that like the last big update? The main ones like my DK Paladry were 7.2. Right on. All the rest of this shit is related. Yeah, I was talking about that a little bit earlier. I was like, you know, after the Paladin one, I just didn't care. Not even for the Druid one. I'm like, oh, that's cool, but yeah, whatever. It's not like I'm gonna play a Druid. Or it's not like I give a shit about a druid. And, oh, that's right. The lockouts are shared. Sad, sad song. Well, there goes that. There goes that plan. I kind of forgot about that. Okay, where's to next? I think it might be Dragon Soul again. Yeah. Yeah, Dragon Soul. Oh boy. So we're doing so Raid Finder and normal. I keep forgetting which thing drops what, man. So I want Raid Finder chest. I think it's Hagara. I'm pretty sure it's Hagara because that's what I was doing before. Hagara. No, that's shoulders. Shit. So I need chest. So who? Oh, I think it's Ultraxian. Chest. Okay. So Ultraxian chest and Hagara shoulders for normal. Yes. Okay. Let's go. ICC soundtrack is. Oh, by the way, let me see if Spotify works again. Where's the big one? There we go. Oh, that's not it. Here, this one. Nope, still not working. Oh, sad. Okay. Never mind. So back we go into Undermine all day. Same for the rest of was the healing challenge the same for all the classes? Yeah, was there a different one? Remember the Paladin one to be fun. A lot of people were pretty frustrated by that one. I liked it. I thought it was a cool way, especially towards the end, a cool way to make it so that you can't super overpower it, or like you can't just out heal everything and have it all work out. You gotta be smart. All right, so I said I was going to Dragon Shield. All the same except Disc. Okay. Was it because Disc was considered more like a DPS one, or did Disc actually heal? They got their they got a special one. Ooh. Fancy pants. And for rare stuff that could be added, like the Diablo crossover Hearthstone. I think it's fun to add that sort of thing, and since Black Market Auctionhouse was originally created as a thing to enhance, I'm operating a lot of non-cosmetics in there. Oh, right on. I wonder if with the upcoming event, I wonder if that's just going to come back, or if you can get the Hearthstone from that. That'd be kind of cool too. Whoop. Alright, so I already figured out which difficulty I do which thing at. Damn it. Every time, buddy. Every time. Oh, I think it was Ultraxian Raid Finder. Yeah. Pretty sure. Did any other class have like a unique thing just for them? Or was it just Disc that got to feel so special? So good. What's up? I'm doing well. Dude, I was talking about you just a few minutes ago, and I'm like, oh yeah, blah, blah, blah. And then I checked the email exactly 14 minutes ago. No, I'm sorry, 12 minutes ago. I was like, oh, look at that. I got a message. Oh, shit. So I'm going to go to the post office today and pick up the stuff. But otherwise, I'm doing well. I was trying to do a recording for Horrific Visions, doing like a 5 mask, but I really didn't like the energy I was putting into it, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna cancel that. I'll just do a separate recording off stream. Let it day. Cool. Yeah. Let me see if I got another thing. Oh, what's this? Boom, 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 boom. Ah, someone bought some shirts. Nice. Discona was just a worm fight. It's not their own special. Oh, okay. I think it's also expensive to do these Mage Tower revivals now because of Flask and stuff. Oh, got it. Well, because of the nature of it, like I would say at least you know, aside from like hearty food, flasks, and you know, flasks aren't too expensive, right? But I would say, like, because of the nature of the redo, you could just keep trying it, like a Horrific Vision. Just keep going until you have like all the motions in, and then once you know, once you really do get to that point where it's like, okay, like the throughput will be where I need it to be. Now, after I worked out all the mechanics and how to do the fight. Like, now I can get serious, so. Drums are 800 pop? I thought they were, like, super cheap. I could have sworn they were, like, 50 gold or something, like, pathetic like that. Because I remember looking, I'm like, oh, that's easy. Did the price go up? Or am I just tripping? Alright, so I'm hoping for chest tier from this dude. It's funny how Deathwing's smaller. I think he's smaller than Ultraxian. Drums are crazy this expensive? Really? Why? I should sell drums. At 800 a craft? Jeez. Yeah, what makes them... Let's see. Let's see, these drums are called... Thunderous drums are made from 5 viridescent spores. Oh, I think it's the viridescent spores. And otherwise, some leather and some chitin. Although that's a lot, 75? Well, that's just a lot of volume in that. Alright, come on, Chesty Westy. Just no, not for me. Get fucked, soul. Okay, so not that one. Peace. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, would old drums work? Shoot, I would check that. Drums. So, 500. Damn. Yeah, I wonder if Requires level 70 or below. Can't you try doing Mage Tower on a lower level character too? Or is that like not a thing? Oh, what difficulty do I need to do this in? Or what? I guess it doesn't matter? No, it doesn't matter. So I'll do normal 25. Good luck on 12B. Nah, it was more me looking for like a Transmog chest. Do I have that mount? Experiment? Nope, don't have it. Actually, I think that was a... Oh wait, I think that's a different thing altogether. So... I thought that something came from... I think that was it. Okay. Oh well. You want the hero talent without fuck with the tuning? Good question. Seems instead. It might be tuned for your toolkit, but I mean, hey, there's only one way to find out. Might as well take a look. But I mean, if you don't have a character that's at that level anyway, then you know, never mind. Get out of combo. Oh, it's 10 o'clock. Any news? Nope. Darn. I'm always like, come on, player housing stuff, please. Gimme. As long as you can equip the 2 card trinkets, Mage Tower is a joke. Yeah, I feel like that's the biggest factor to winning it. I wasn't sure if that bug is like still in place. It seems like it is. So yeah, like just hook yourself up with the Ascendance trinket and Dark Moon and Embellishment. There we go. And you'll be in a very good spot. What's my goal today? My goal today is to get some Doom Transmog. There were other things that I was trying to do today, earlier, David. I was trying to make a Horrific Vision guide for a 5 mask, but I just didn't like the way that I was... I don't know, I just wasn't feeling the energy I was giving off. Like, I feel like I was just kind of blasting through a little bit too fast. I think I was focusing too hard on the tank point of view. I think that was the problem. Because I was talking, you know, because I was kind of chatting and talking about mechanics while I'm tanking like 30 dudes at once by accident. Like, oh, whoops, my bad. Like, it's not a big deal, but for some others, it's going to be like, I don't know how to handle that pull, dude. Tell us how to handle that pull. And I wasn't really talking about that. So to me, that was like one of the big things. What card? No. I'm talking about just like the basic ass Dark Moon Fair trinket. I think it's a lower thing of Dastardly Duos with Platinum Wild. They have a post, but no link to anything. Oh, okay. Nah. Nice guy, though. I ran into him for like a hot second during the Boston celebration. Yeah, I saw him another time too, at the BlizzCon, the pre-BlizzCon mixer. No. You've unlocked 2 Horrific Vision masks. Nice. Very nice. Hopefully it's the Nemesis one. Nemesis is just fantastic. Fantastic. It's great. Everyone loves it. And... oh, right. The RP is fast. I keep forgetting the RP is faster in the in the actual way. Raid Finder is punishment. That part sucks. And they all fell down. So Mage Tower with embellishment is next, basically. You could say that, but it's been in place for the entire expansion so far. So, if you want to preserve your dignity, don't use it. Did I get it? Conquer. Yeah, baby. Woo woo. All right. So now this one's done. So now all I need is Raid Finder. Fuck. I mean, if I really wanted to do this, I could come on the other paladins and try to get it that way. That's, you know, that's a possibility. But that sucks too. I don't want to do that. Okay, so now there is Hellfire Citadel. All right, we're going to Legion Land. We're gonna do normal High Council, and Mythic Zul'Harrak. Okay. Oh, High Council kind of sucks. Okay, so we'll do this one first. High Council sucks because I have to go to freaking... I have to do the first boss, and the first boss is just punishment. It just feels bad to do. Now that third row is unlocked, I can get the Nemesis Mask next week. Nice. It's not a question if Galliwix is going to give his mount before this tier is over. It does drop. Like, I think it dropped at least once for the guild. Maybe more than that, actually. Wait, why am I here? I'm going to Drano. Oh, I should have taken the Garrison one. Take the Garrison portal, or yeah, Garrison Hearthstone, Warspear portal. I forgot the name. Something Forest. Yeah, I forgot. I know what I'm doing. I just forgot the names of everything. Happens when you start puberty. All right. Have you guys had Mog disappear from your collection and find out later because you pick it up again and all things alerts go off? That is new to me. That is new to me. Is it Volmar? I guess it's called Volmar, sure. Orgrimmar, Volmar, you know. Tanan Jungle, that's the name. That's the name. So I'm doing normal and mythic. That can happen when you refund the stuff. Make sure to always either put it on or sell it. Yeah, you want to be careful of that, Sharks. Like that can happen. So you either need to wait for like, you can put it on, like the Transmog. Actually, put it on, and that will take away the expiration date. You know that cooldown where you can sell it back for a full refund. By putting it on, it'll make that go away. Maybe I'll be back with a Holy Pally to land hands me in Season 3. Great, so I'm not going to like hold on to this thing to decrease my forbearance duration. Or I would have to pick up this freaking talent here, all the way down here, where I can use my bubble even with forbearance active. That kind of sucks, where I would have to pick up a talent just to avoid terrorist attacks from my own people. It's a little odd that I got 4 horrific vision talents, so I have to swap between my max sanity and damage reduction. I thought that with the points available, you can get like the first row, you get the 3 things, and then I focus on like the middle and the left-hand side. I didn't bother with the increased sanity cap. Weirdest monk thing that happened to me is from Tashaluk from Mentoras, just being unlocked. Just like ta-da. I farmed it a lot, never remember it actually dropping from me, but somehow I have it unlocked. Maybe you could be a free thing and you forgot to loot it. Like, there you go. Possible. And come on, it's the world of Warcraft. What isn't impossible? Oh, I gotta go back here, right? Okay. Or were there dudes? Oh no, there are other dudes. Yeah. Hasn't even been that long since I've been here. Now it should be good. So I did figure the right size for groups, obviously. Yeah, I think so. I mean, it helps. And then once you max it out, then you can unlock the little Starman, the Gift of the Titans buff, to not take sanity damage for a little bit. Which is sweet. Ah, there they are. Hey, sometimes we forget to loot. Me, it's intentional. Do it strictly to troll y'all. Ooh, ooh. Let's see, if I'm going to step out today, should I get myself a treat? And what kind of treat should I get? One of the things I had for the first time ever in Boston was a cannoli. I never had a cannoli until Boston. And when I had one, it was hella fucking good. So I'm like, all right, we got to get a cannoli here, babe. So she actually went out one morning, and got me a cannoli from a place that's not very close to here. I'm like, oh, you're the best. Because she is the best. And that was also very good. I'm like, ooh. But maybe I want a cream puff. But I don't know of any good close by cream puff places here. Oh well. Maybe I'll settle for a granola bar. Craving a burger? Burger. Oh, that sounds good too, dude. Oh. I think I just need to do one more, right? Yeah, it's almost dead. There you go. Yay! Oh, inventory's bad? Wow. Ooh, 158 gold. Big money. It'll be interesting what'll be unlockable when the entire tree is available compared to when Midnight launches and I'm in Midnight Purples. But can you stand out of the sanity stuff? Nah, you're gonna one-shot the whole damn place. That won't be a big deal. Alright, so I'm going for council, and then I can get out of here and go to the mythic version, which I think I can skip my way to. I hope. Otherwise, oh man, having to do Hellfire Assault twice in a row? Like it's some sort of punishment. Went to the theater for the first time in like 3 years. Wasn't in the blockbuster title. What'd you watch? We watched Mission Impossible over this weekend. I thought it was good. I thought it was fun. Except there are certain parts that like dragged out, but even then, I try not to be too critical of movies, unless they're like just awful. Something bad, dumb movies, such joy. What movie? Or is it embarrassing? Do you not want to share? Oh shit. I got bracers. Nope. I got a belt. I think I got what I wanted. Oh shit. Belt of the something or other. Girdle of Savage Resolve. Yeah, I got it, baby. What? Okay, so now for heroic. No, mythic. Mythic, right? Mythic Zul Heroic. All right. Let's get out this way. I ain't got time for that. Final Destination. Oh, that's a fun movie. It's a fun franchise. The first one was brutal. But the other ones, I think I kind of like glossed over. So not a big deal. What's up, Necro? Despite having 4 entries into BFA Horrific Visions, I loved one-shotting everything there. Right on. It's like, screw your mechanics, dude. But yeah, snaps. I'm going to the mall. I'm going to a post office that's inside the mall, but the mall sucks too. There's like nothing good in there. What? No, wait. There's a Cinnabon at the mall. No, that's bad. I think that's awful. But the Cinnabon's been there for like 30 years, so like they ain't doing so bad. What's on the housing chopping block today? Damn, nothing that I've heard of. Let's see, no other news update that I'm seeing. Okay, so where's the spots? Really? I respawn all the way back here? Damn. All right, mythic. Worst movie we ever saw and walked out of was Battlefield Earth. I've heard about how bad it is, but I know nothing about the movie, and obviously I've never watched it. Tom Cruise is 60 plus and still does that fast sprint scenes. Hey, that's those. I forgot what the term is for Scientology. Midichlorians, and no, it's the Force. Yeah, it's whatever shit that he takes, man. Crazy. It's funny, like these aren't spoilers, but during the early parts of the movie, they referred to Tom Cruise's character's past, and you see like this montage of him when in the first Mission Impossible. I'm like, damn, that bitch is young. And you look at now, it's like, damn, he aged so fucking good. So fucking good. I think it's this way I go. There's also one part, also not really a spoiler. There's one part where Haley Atwell, the one of the female lead actors, the one that played like Captain Carter or whatever. There's a scene where they're escaping from something, and then there's a fight scene where you see her perspective watching the rest of the fight happen, and you just see like this kind of like character profile of her going like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And I was like, that seems weird because you're not seeing any of the action. And then I learned later that she was, I think, 8 months pregnant at the time of shooting that. And so they could only really fit that in. I'm like, oh, okay. So they just had to shove that in there. That's okay, sure. But yeah, it was a fun movie. And a fun franchise overall. Tom Cruise is literally his job to age well. Damn right. All right, so well, I'll just loot whatever. So now I have boom 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 fell blade spalders. That's leather. Um, and then pauldrons of nope, that's other shit. Nope, not this time. So I'm looking specifically for wrists, man. Bugaboo. All right. Okay, so let's try to find anything else I'm missing. I guess I might be going down to like dungeon shit now. Although that's time walking vendor. That don't count. That don't count. Wrath PvP. Wait, really? Wrath PvP? Oh, time walking vendor. Okay. So those things I don't really care about. This one, yeah, I don't think I'll. This thing's super expensive on the auction house. I don't think I'll be able to get that one. Kata PvP? Really? This Kata PvP thing I don't have? So I tried that. I'm not seeing night holding. I remember I saw night hold, so I guess I did get something the other week. So I'm done with night hold too. Damn, I'm running out of stuff. What do I do? I know what I do. I switch things up to weapons. So, oh, actually, I should do appearances and then change this thing to. Let's go for one-handed swords. Oh god. Okay. Wrists are one of the harder transmogs to care about. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. All right, so if I'm going for weapons, where am I going? I'm going to Onyxia's lair. Damn. Okie dokie. Oh god, going back to AQ. Oh no, I think that's different stuff. Okay, so that's different thing. That's a someday. I'll just stick to like the raids. But most of these are dungeons. Well, yeah, I'll just stick to raids for now. Hyjal. Oh Christ. Oh no. Let's see. ICC can't go to that one. So I have so I at least have gotten most of the weapons. It's just kind of the things that I just happen to get these for the most part. Oh, I'm missing a weapon from Legion or from this, really? How did I not get this during the remix? Oh, because there were weapons. Weapons were very hard to get during the remix. Okay. So that's kind of okay. Let's see. Black hands. Oh, the Iron Soldier thing. Oh, I like the look of this. Oh, this one's terrible though. This one looks really weird. Okay, so there's gonna be a lot to look through there. Don't worry, soon I'll have the points to redeem the force to roll another hardcore character, then you'll have something to do for 10 minutes until you die. I still have like 1 or 2 rogues to go through. Set them up and knock them down and all that. All right, let me see if I can get the WoW music to play this time. Play. No, wrong one. Play. Okay, still airing out. I don't quite get why it's doing this. So, like, I try to play like I'll try to going directly to like, here you go. Here's like a soundtrack or whatever, and then I try to play, and then it doesn't want to play because it hates me. You suck. Okay. Well, back to Undermine we go. I should have put weapons on the vendors too. Hopefully the remix does that. It was kind of interesting how people were inventive on how they worked out farming stuff and trading things and having buttons to like auto whisper people in case it was something that you wanted that they already had that you needed or something like that. Oh, there's nothing. Okay. So all right. Inventory is terror bad, but we're good enough. Okay, what's a nice long raid that I can like take a look at? So I have everything from Nax. Yes, I have all the Nax weapons. I have a lot of everything. Oh, here we go. Siege. Anything good though? The same weapon. And I think they... Oh, of course they have different colors. You son of a bitch. Actually, normal and heroic are the same. Raid Finder's different. How odd. You know, Foundry is easy enough. Let's go there. Actually, I can use my, what's it called? Where is it? I can go here. Let's see. Grimrail. With the portals that I bought. My experience, people were very friendly in shutting out rares and helping out in general. I was very solo when I was doing it, though. I was very, very isolated. Bought portals. Yeah, this is way back. This is back in the day. But I admit it. Back during Warlords, my guild didn't really care about the challenge bugs. And I was like, oh, I want to get those. So I went ahead and bought them. I went ahead and bought a carry. Oh, Foundry's there, you doofus. Boo, 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 boo. Alright, so I'm going to do normal and then heroic Transmog. I don't think I have this. Oh, maybe I do have the script for like everything. I know I have it for normal. It'd be odd if I didn't. See, now this is a skip. Remember these days when you actually could, go straight to the last boss? Because Black Hand's a man's man. He's like, no, I'm not going to hide behind nobody. Go ahead. You really want to come through? Come through. Let's see if this DCs me or not. Will it DC me or will it kill me? Come on. There we go. Here we go. Nope, we're good. Quick side question. Am I dual casting to YouTube and Twitch through Streamlabs using the Ultra feature? No. I am currently using Restream to do it. I thought of using Streamlabs, but Restream doesn't suck yet. So I just haven't switched over. I heard about it, though. Finding a guild that had the challenge mode WOD pet unlocked when I started playing much later than WOD, that was a challenge. Oh. I had no idea that there was a rare pet involved with that. And what do I get? What do you get? Nope. Nothing there. Okay. So now I need to do Heroic Chroma, which is... That should be easy to get. Does this kill me? I don't want to go down. I forget that this thing is actually fatal. Oh, well, I hit the ground before. Oh, wait, look at that. That's kind of cool. I caught up with the elevator. Deathwatch Hatchling. Guild unlocked it during WOD by challenge modes, which are no longer available. I'm pretty sure we don't have that. So, dungeons and raids. What was it called? WOD challenge modes? Guild feats of strength. Yeah, I think it would have showed up here or something like that. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, to download over 800 hours of my previous streams, so I'm looking to dual casting to YouTube so I don't have to deal with the limit to how many streams I can have. That's a shitload of streams. Good God. And how many hard drives did that take? Heroic Chromog. It's a lot of hours, man. I think the raw of that, for me, like a 9-hour stream is about 12 gigs. Yeah, so depending on your on your stream length, good googly moogly. Chromog is nope, not this way. Chromog is this way. Chromog is the torso up dude. Whee! So I'm going to... I think I have to do the bosses all in order, right? Like I gotta go through here. Or do I have to? I think I do. Yeah. Very well. 1 5 TB hard drive and about a week and a half of just non-stop downloading. That's wild. Thank you, Kaba. No, dual streaming is cool. I mean, it lets people who watch me watch on the platform that they want to watch me from, that they might otherwise not watch me at all from. Money-wise, it actually kind of sucks because people are more likely to use ad blockers for YouTube than they are for Twitch. So I make nothing off of YouTube streams outside of like super chats and what have you. In fact, sometimes people might find the spamming of videos that are just streams to be obnoxious. So in some ways it risks doing harm to the channel, but it's marginally better for me to do it this way. So I do it still. I remember before, like I tried it for a little while and then I stopped. The main reason why I like streaming on Twitch a little bit more is because they're not as anal about music. So on Twitch, I can play all sorts of like general video game music. It's like, oh, I want to play a bunch of Final Fantasy music today because I just feel like it, or just like other stuff. And Twitch doesn't care nearly as much. YouTube does though. They'll flag me in a hot second. Like, nope, you're demonetized. Sorry, bitch. So I have to be very particular about what kind of music I play when I dual stream. So that's why you only ever hear me play WoW music. Visions on tanks compared to range casters is so drastically different. He's still easy on melee ammo. At least at lower levels, it seems pretty easy no matter what. But then when you start adding the masks and everything in, I'm sure it's much different. Alright, now we go to Transmog. There you are, buddy. Come on, stuff. What's this? Leather, cloth, plate. I want a weapon, don't I? Yeah, it's a weapon that I'm looking for. And no weapon. So screw you. So what's it called? Fang of the Earth. Alright. Oh wow. This place I haven't gotten nothing. Soul Cutter Mage Blade. Ooh, invasion points. Oh, hell. Oh, that's... I don't know about that, man. Invasion points. I forgot how these work. Here, let's go to one. So, something... Argus, okay. Invasion points. Was it a... Oh no, that's an... Okay, these are invasion points. Okay, so I want to go there. Where am I? I'm close. Okay. So let's find these invasion points. So here's a greater one. Okay. Think we'll get these in remix? I have little doubt. I have a feeling we'll see these in remix. $4 million health. I remember at one point I tried coming back to these when, you know, later, but the scaling was just so off. I'm like, okay, there's no way I can kill these things. Times have changed, obviously. And oh, do I just get a random chance to kill these things? I think so. Actually, I don't even think this one counted. So, invasion point, Bonic. Sangard. I don't know what these mean. What does it mean? So what if these legacy raids were roguelites like Torghast was more engaging farming cosmetics than one-shotting everything? I don't know how I'd feel. Because if there's the easy way to do it with RNG, and then there's like this harder mode of you know, this hard mode way of doing it, I don't know how I'd feel versus like, okay, which way do I want to do it over the other? I think I'd want to see like new things instead. So do I need to look for like these like specific ones? So like that's Sangwa, whatever that means. And then this one is Bonic. So I guess I'll go there. Yeah, I'll try going there to Bonic. You think we'll get new artifact appearances? I think we'll see new skins. I think we'll see new skins. That's just me talking out my ass, by the way. I really don't know. But it wouldn't surprise me to see like new skins of sorts. As in recolors. But no doubt we're also going to... you know what? I think we will see something like unique weapons. We'll see a couple of unique pieces of Transmog, just like with the remix, or just like with the Mop remix. That had certain things like back pieces that, you know, celebrated Pandaria a little bit. Like if there's like the whole egg backpack, Shen's hat, stuff like that. So I think we'll see something in that vein for the Legion remix. As for what form, I don't know. It could be something to celebrate a class. It could be special mounts. Who knows? And where is it? Hey, it says invasion point. Time left, 5 hours, 6 minutes. And I don't see... Oh, there it is. Okay, so it was just... just a little off. Need to be closer. What? I need to approach it from the other side? Hello. Okay, there, yeah, there we go. Sure. Oh, man. I remember this one. This one you need to actually, I think, clear everything. Yeah, and I remember, like, you know, you would randomly go in here with a bunch of other people. Everyone would zerg the place. But now it's just me. Bummer. Look, I'm pretty much in, shoot, Azur's Band. Has that kind of vibe, right? Big trees, super tall heights. Yeah. My god, we've returned to Azeroth and didn't even know it. Even to this day, the Legion attempts to resume their invasions. It is kind of cool that the Legion's kind of coming back with that upcoming book with Ilaria, Terali, and Eretor. I think that'll be fun. Oh god, now I gotta kill these glazers or gazers or whatever. Curses. But although I do remember this too. I distinctly remember this as being a thing. Maybe if I craft a holy weapon, Mac will get one shot today. Grim was asking what we're gonna do today, whether we start like a fresh heroic or if we just resume where we were. I kind of want to just resume where we were because people might end up just killing bosses for no reason again. Depending on what characters they want to bring. Defeat any remaining denizens to ensure victory. Like this guy. And no loot. Ah. So do I just... Is it just a random... Like maybe something will drop, I think? I think that's how it works. Damn, that sucks. So... Yeah, so it gives me credit, and you just get a random... I guess it randomly just drops. Or added to your inventory. Is my inventory full, though? Yes. Okay. Let's find out what really happened. I got stone. Nope. Nothing good. Nothing important. Alright, so any other invasion points here? Let's check the wastes. There is Orinor, which is not on the list, so we're not doing it. Alright. Ooh, Dazara lore. Heroic Jaina. Damn, that's far. That's really far. So is the skip, does it only exist for Mythic? Can I skip to Jaina in like lower difficulties too? Because I mean there's no reason to. But can you do it anyway? Because I'll totally do it. Gredford, thank you. Thank you so much for subscribing, dude. Is there such thing as a demon leader? Because the Dreadlords are from Shadowlands and Eridar are corrupted Draenei. You know what? A lot of things can happen in untold millennia. Many, many moons, tons of eons, so on and so forth. So I don't know. Like, is there like a supreme, like, I am the progenitor demon? I don't think so. Sorry, so we're gonna try to find out what's going on with this Jaina stuff. Yeah, if I can go in and skip, cool. Not, at least I can do the raid finder one easily enough. Then again, you know, there might be like random stuff I'll pick up, but nothing I care for. Actually, let me track plate armor and let me see like what stuff there is to get. I'm just trying to look for like the places where I can farm up, where I'll like get the most appearances at once. I think that's like that's not a bad approach. So plate. And if I'm looking at all the way to Dazara lore. No, that really is all that I need from her. Just the weapon. Same thing for Raid Finder. And then Mythic, I need like just a couple more things. So wrists, feet, wristises again. Okay. There's pit lords and the four-legged junkie guys. I mean, pit lords are pretty. Those will be pretty boss, right? They're like, you know, super lieutenants, like kind of a step below the actual Eridar. I think that's kind of how the hierarchy sort of looked back then. I think I'm still mostly obsessed with wanting to see the Arathi Empire, though. I want to see how all that goes down. And I think the person would have been here. Yeah, so I can't really do it. Shit. I'll be right back. All right. Demons in this universe are less of a thing on their own and more like living beings corrupted by fell magic. So Eridar, etc. kind of become demons, even if they start out humanoid. Lights, and then fell, and then void for antagonist. Is that like your tier list? What's up, Beach? Do I really gotta go here for just one weapon? Nah, I'm trying to get, I want to try and like knock out like as much as I can from like a single clear of a thing. So let's back up here. And Dazarlor is just long too. I'm looking for something that's like a little bit easier to get through. Let's see. Shadowland stuff. Sanctum KT. From Mythic. Oh, okay. Now that's okay. That's actually kind of a cool thing that I think I want to go for. But that's also, I don't think I've unlocked any skips. Oh, I guess now's my chance to, oh, that's a thing that I could do. Smart. So unlock skips. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to Sanctum. So what's the best way to get there? Main portals. Yep. For only 9 bosses, I mean, part of it is because of the nature of it being built into like the capital city. So area-wise, it's just a journey. It's a cool journey. It'd be cooler if we could see more of the raid instance from not the raid. You know what I mean? Hope they start making Void more interesting soon if it's going to be the main focus. Is it not the main focus right now? Or is it, or you know, more like the connecting thread that's bringing all these stories together? All right. So anyway, Sanctum. So I'm going to Shadowlands. It's also the inside of the seal, which we don't really see in the outdoor world. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's a cool spot. Is there a healer version of nameplate SCT? No, not that I've seen. I remember the creator of this add-on was pretty specific in saying, no, there's no healer version of this right here. Yeah, I do remember the long hallways, but you don't really see that much. Oh yeah. Play again. I think I would like to see I doubt we're going to see this whole thing flesh out in this expansion, like the nature of the void as a bad guy or whatnot. I think over the course of this whole series, saga, we're going to see it. We're going to see it flesh out, and we'll see like this different test of how they handle storytelling. Because it's going to take a long time to tell this sort of story, and I already had kind of like a feeling that because it's going to take a long time to tell the story in the context of oh shit, wrong click, damn it, they're telling this in a different context. I'm sorry, they're telling this in the pacing of an expansion, and it's going to feel very slow. Oh, I didn't miss, did I actually hit the right one? I think I did hit the right one. Yay! Okay, I thought I missed. That would have sucked. Alright. Mythic KT. Nihilos is massive too, like goddamn running everywhere sucks. Yeah, especially the beginning part. When you're going through like that kind of inside temple like area, yeah, kind of a drag. I don't think we have a clear idea of what Void is really about. It seemed like it seemed like they're alluding that the Void is not as bad as what the Titans made it seem like. I mean, it's still bad, but there's just more to it. So yeah, I think that was a poor way of me describing it. Not that they're not bad, but there's just that there's more to it. They're not as one-dimensional. There we go. Just like how the Titans aren't like automatically good, the light isn't automatically good. Void isn't automatically bad either. So far, Fel has been though. Fel has been pretty consistent on, you know, destruction and all that stuff. Oh wait, I forgot about a thing. Shit, I think I just ruined myself. I forgot that there is there's something that I'm gonna worry about in here. I think it's a fear mechanic. Fuck. It's like there's that stun. That's like a different thing though. But I think it's gonna be like a fear and or a stun. I mean that stun already fucked me up. So there's that stun. That's not as big of a deal. Spell is about destroying, void is about consuming. Good point. Okay, I think I'm stuck like this for a while. Until I get them down to like 10%, but I gotta wait for this count to go down too, yeah. Oh, you know, and I think I remember, if you get the anima powers, you always get the anti-stun thing now. So I totally forgot about this. Damn it. Curses. Yeah, sucks. I think the token is that light and order suck to you. We should all uncritically follow life, as we're already fleshy. I mean, as soon as we saw the whole Fate of Zero cinematic, like, you kind of had this, you know, I think the champs kind of have it in their head that, you know, not everything is so cut and dry. 16%, 15%, go. Oh, go TD. Yeah. I just need to get to that 10%, and then I'll hopefully be able to push. There we go. Yay. Yeah, before this, it would just be like, oh, okay, I'm like screwed. I might as well like die or try to run away or something like that. I think there's a reason for the shift from the Harenir and Rootlands to Ethereal and Karish. I remember Harenir being such a big talking point, and now they're absent in the conversation. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it's... I think it's... It's the problem that WoW makes for itself when... Yeah, so I'll make this claim. I think I'm pretty safe in making this claim that they care more about the gameplay than the story. You know, they're more interested in giving us the gameplay loops rather than putting in like more meat to tell more story at once. You know, they just kind of like do a pretty bare minimum, I think. So I don't think it's so much been like, oh, they just kind of forgot about it or they canceled the story. It's more like, you know, this might be planned, but there's only so much time and energy that they can put into like the questing side of things, and you need that. Yeah, they'll be talking about when needed, but I also kind of reject the notion that they can hold off on story the way that they do. And not even to say that they should resolve story either, but they should just not forget about stuff, or like add enough context to make it be like, okay, if they're going to be, you know, if we're not going to hear back from this thing for a while, you know, add a little something in that explains it to the viewer, like, why is it being, you know, why are they being put on the shelf like this? Like the way they put Illidan on the shelf, I thought that made plenty of sense. That worked out. He's like, hey, I'm gonna do Gimp stuff here and punish Sargeras. I'm gonna be his daddy. You know, that made sense to me. Something I see with WoW and Overwatch, there's so many story threads that are dropped, but they're not followed up on until the right time, which is when it's time. But no, there's a very fair take that a lot of folks will share that, hey, you know, what about such and such? What about this character or that character? And I totally forgot about that guy. Damn it. You know, what about the state of the world? When the Legion invasion happened, you know, we only saw this and this happen. So that's the problem with a 20-year-old game. How do you update, you know, can you update every zone with respect to the current story? You can, but boy, that will make updates really, really slow. And it'll feel kind of disjointed too, because it's like, you're gonna have these people who want to enjoy like this new story, but they're all separated by the different time eras of WoW, and it would be, no, it would be kind of confusing. So it's been a long time since I've done these solo things. I remember I was covering this a while back. I think for the most part, nothing really happens with these bosses anymore, right? Everything is very, very safe. You know, there's no, you don't get pulled off, and like that doesn't happen, I don't think. I gotta click these things. Or do I snap them? I snap them. All right. No, I click them. I think Death is still in the picture. Jailer's dead, but Denathrius is still around. Didn't someone... Who took Denathrius again? I think the Dreadlords took him, right? Anyone remember? I do not. No, I think the whole death stuff is still around, but at least the way that things wrapped up with Pelagos and all that, I think like that part of the story is very, very wrapped up. Like Zereth Mortis is secure. We don't have to worry about that stuff anymore. So I don't think there's a threat there necessarily. But I also didn't like the way that they talked about Denathrius. When they said a while back, oh, you know, people like Denathrius, so we kept him in, you know, we wanted to give him a little bit more story, so we added this and this in, and then, you know, now we're going to bring him back for a future story because he's really popular. And that was it was a very not arbitrary, not whimsical. It was like, oh, we're going to kind of guide our storytelling, or, you know, as in like characters and character development based on, you know, how much people like the characters too. And, you know, that's fine, but it also, I don't know, it also feels like now they're forced to develop more for them when they may not have had to. I don't know. I don't think it's bad. It just kind of, I don't know. I just wanted to bring it up because it kind of weirds me out a little bit. It was the Dreadlords that got him. Okay. Yeah, I was like, was it some other party? No, I'm pretty sure it was the Dreadlords that, like, fooled their way into, like, stealing him back or something like that. Oh, what add-ons are used to track collectibles? All the things. That's what this thing is. It's a little small, but there it is. All the things. So my goal right now is just a weapon from Kel'Thuzad. And I think there's a... Shit. I'm pretty sure there's a quest that I might have picked up here. Maybe not. I need to find that quest. Okay, I think if I proceed a little bit further, I can, like, zone somewhere else. Because I think there's a quest I should be able to pick up. Unless I did do it, and I didn't realize it, and I'm just wasting a lot of time right now. So after this boss, that'll open up another area that I think I can use to teleport back to the entrance. So I'll go ahead and take her out first. Yeah, same thing happened with One Zombie. His character I liked a lot too. But I'd like to see more. You know. It's also kind of the problem too. Like you can't expect every character that we like to have their place in the sun. But I feel like they also can and should anyway. You know, give us a lot of story. Hammer, hammer, hammer. Good old TD. That's right, deaf people taste the power of the void. Oh yeah, and my baby. Ooh. Oh, I got a weapon. Yay! Alright, so let's see if I am losing my mind. And did I actually unlock the skip already? So, portals. There we go. If I'm remembering correctly, there should be a person to talk to that opens another portal that I think will take me upstairs. And is it you? Damn. Smooth, buddy. Smooth. Here's the real door. And then this one goes straight to KT, so I could just go right on up. How easy is it to farm Shadowlands? It's easy. If you're max level, you're pretty much good to go. Make sure you set your talent points to like something too. Otherwise, they made pretty big strides. Like think of BFA. BFA raids took a long time for them to finally get around and make them soloable. When it came time for Shadowlands to get their pass, they did it pretty swiftly. There were some bugs that came along with it, but those were resolved fairly quickly too. So yeah, everything here is perfectly doable. At the moment, I'm here for a sword. One sword. So now he's gonna go down, and then Arphis. There he is. He's so cute. He's gonna tank the boss while I go down here and get some work done. And he's dead. So now I think I can do the boss now. Like I won't get another phase, I don't think. Yep. Come on, sword. Nope. Bummer. Well, since I'm here, let's go ahead and take care of what's her face. Our favorite girl. This is mythic. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're ready. We're ready, baby. Is it me or does the Life faction have really weak guardians? They seem like pushovers. Oh, like all the nature dudes? All the hippies? My character doesn't look so good? Dude, it looks great! Yo! Certainly more capable than this guy. Like, who does that? Who holds their thing like that? That's like... Like, do that. Seriously, stand up right now. Do that. This is ridiculous. Like they're dancing. You know? At least Jaina's not as pronounced. He's compensating. He's clearly compensating. Every invasion or whatever, we have to go in and rescue these wild gods all the time. You know, well... I mean, even the wild gods, like, they're subject to, like, the whole death cycle and everything. Like, have we seen, like, a really strong representative of life yet? Because, yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, think of the major powers, right? Like arcane side, you have the Titans. The fell stuff, you have Sargeras and demons and stuff. Void, you have Void Lords and old gods and all that stuff. Light, you have the Naru. But what's life? I don't think like the like the wild gods, do they count as like the life people? I didn't think they did. I thought they were just like, you know, low level scrubs. So anyway, yeah, let me get the pose right. Yeah, see, now we're at the whole unnecessary dance. Boom, 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 boom. Anyway, let's go. More hammers. More hammers. All the hammers. No. Oh, they don't even pull me. Oh, look at that, dude. Like, you can't hold me down. I'm a champion of Azeroth. Go, minions. Destroy my chains. Crazy fight, though. Oh, that's a cool arcane missile kind of volley thing from that Jaina did right there. Oh, does this not end until all the arrows are destroyed? Oh, look at the Bulwark. He's like doing his best. Okay, so we're good. I'm 670 right now. I'm going this way because I'm not sure where to go. Ooh, that could kill you. Yeah, I think this is the route that I would take. Oh, I can attack. Hurrah! Hurrah. You know, good DPS like Smoker, like immediately here, like finish the fight, or they're like triggers that prevent her HP from going down too far. Guess we'll see. And again. $65, $64. Oh, HP pros. No. Nah, I think if I really tried, or if I was better at Deepson, I'd be able to get it. Oh well. Is it? Oh, okay, it's not 50. 45? Yeah. Give me like 5 legendaries, baby. Woo! Nope. I got a soul. Cool. I got a shield that I already have. Alright. Where to next? So I tried my hand at Mythic KT. That was a bust. Ooh, there's a lot to do in kind of a lot to do in Sanctum. I think I need to use like some sort of external website to track like which places I got like the skips for. But I know that there's like some of these that I just haven't done. So yeah, Capella Lessons, I just totally like forgot about that one. Sludge, oh, let's go to Nathria. Let's go to Nathria. And I'm pretty sure that is the mythic version I need to get, right? Mythic, yeah. Let's go. Raid Skipper add-on? Okay. Got my ideas what to do? Yeah, Shadowlands raids are very, very accessible. Mechanically, they've simplified it tremendously in Legacy mode. So you don't really have to worry about much of anything except for, you know, falling off a platform or something like that. That's it. Touring Rocket, one of my faves. Like when my wife and I would quest together, like she would just hop on. I'm like, all right, let's go. She'd go back and like look at manga or something while I traveled. All right, mythic. So we gotta start from the top pretty much, which means plenty of RP. Oh, are you still alive? No, you monster. All right. Slippery little fuck. Lobbies anything to help lobbies and discover flight paths before they were accounts wide. Oh yeah. There were a couple of times where people needed a hand, and I would in Orgrimmar, like some people they just couldn't navigate through the town. So you just give them a lift up to the upper area, and that was it. I didn't ask. They didn't give me anything for it, or I didn't even ask for anything. They just want to. They just wanted to boost to the top. And I'm like, the elevator's like right over there. By the way, like, oh shit. Let's double check any news. No. Dude, still talking. Okay. Let's see. Some of you guys mentioned some stuff on socials. Nope. Oh, ooh. One of my favorite images to always see. It's the one where the puppies all get biscuit treats. Dude, check it. Y'all, everyone needs to watch because it's so cool. Chomp. Everyone gets their treat. Chomp. Oh, and then and the last one. Yeah. All right, cool. That's all. All right. Dogs are the best, man. Dogs are the best. My mom, I don't know if I told you guys, my mom, she had to say goodbye to hers just the other week. And then she flew over. She actually brought, since she had them cremated, then she brought them with her. Because she's still pretty fucked up. She's still mourning and everything. And I'm like, no, that's, you do you. I ain't gonna judge. I know how it feels. Yeah, dogs are the best. There's a lore dump about dastardly duos. I wonder why it's not showing up on the news thing, though. It's kind of odd. Come on, website team. Get it together. I am eager to try it out, though. Let's see how it feels next week. This is mythic. Okay, it's mythic. It is mythic. So when Duos is up, does Undermine World Boss not exist? No. The way I believe it works is there's like places to visit, and then you just kind of queue up there. So you go to a spot, you say, hey, I want to do the Dastardly Duos things. DDD, and then you get teleported off to like the area. It's a separate spot, and then there's kind of like a green room, a waiting room where you can set your loadout, and then out you go to do things. Are they going to time gate how many bosses? Yes. There's like I think a few introduced each week. Alright, so smash, double smash. Boom, boom, boom. It's gonna be a shit show. It would be one set of bitching or another. That's the truth. Grr, they're not making long-lasting content. Grr, they're time gating stuff. You know, whatever. Is it this one? This hole, right? No. This one. Nope. Damn it. That's a great shot. Oh, well done. Well done, Dreyfus. I'm gonna make it in there before. No. Haha! Fight him now! Fight him now! Oh, did I actually? Did that damage actually? I think that damage actually counted. That's kind of funny. So if I hit him hard enough, maybe at some point I can one-shot him before he even gets to the room, and then I'll just break the whole instance. That would be tragic and hilarious. Mostly tragic. So what's your favorite all-time boss encounter in a raid and why? The Emperor thing in Mogushan Vault. That is probably one of my that I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but it's the first one that came to mind. So take that as you will. I loved that whole dance thing. That was the shit. It felt super rewarding. To do the dance right and then get the damage increase. And back then, you know, because of the nature of how MOP worked for tanks, that damage was a good contributor. So I'm like, hell yeah, I'm gonna do that thing. Yeah, so that was one of my favorites, hands down. But there are a lot of bosses I've liked over the years. That was one of the cooler ones. Because, like, between that, it was kind of boring. Otherwise. You know, because it's like, oh, you pick up ads, you move them around, direct them here, don't face them there, whatever. But then when it's time for the dance, that was a moment. Right? Razagath, I like that fight. Razagath was a fun fight to learn and figure out. Brood Sister from Season 1? Yeah, from Season 1. That was a good fight. Ansarek, Heroic was a good fight. You know, it was challenging. It was a lot to learn and figure out, and we took it one step at a time. I think one of the differences that I'm going to tell myself feels unique about my experience in World of Warcraft is that I try to not, you know, I don't look at guides or anything like that. You know, the team and I, for the most part, Aside from the people who look ahead anyway and just don't say anything, we learn as we go. And so getting that part of the experience in the game is super, super important. And that's why it makes fights like, like the heroic fights, they feel a bit more meaningful because, we're figuring these things out on our own. I feel like I get a certain value out of it. So far, I haven't been convinced otherwise, so I'm happy. I feel like I'm in a good place that way. Your tank quit and got benched for the Twin Emperor that season. He was bad, so I just took over. Ouch. All of Nathi was a happy place. I loved it so much. What bosses did I like in Nathria the most? I like the boss that we just did. I like that one, even though I didn't do anything. It was mostly me trying to help call out, and move stuff around. Although I mean, my role was pretty critical, trying to bring the boss over to like ads and get them to stack and everything. Although that's not like a huge thing. Sludgefest was a good fight. I enjoyed that one. Kael'thas was a bit frustrating, but not every boss is a winner. Wasn't too fond of Zymox. The dance was cute, but that's all it was. Just kind of cute. I like the environment though. The environment is dope. Like, let's take this room for example. Let's sit in this room for a bit. Corpses aside. Like, it won't be, let's see, how big is it? This room's fairly big. And it's appropriate for like a royal palace kind of room. I mean, this is a castle, right? But it'll be very cool when player housing becomes a thing that we'll be able to replicate a lot of this. Not everything. Like this door is very particular. I think there are shapes that we can use to create this sort of effect here and here. Otherwise, this is like a big open space that it's like cool in the context of, hey, this is a raid, but this is terrible for like, oh, I want my house to look just like this. Because ideally, or maybe, depending on your taste, you're going to want to fill this up with as much stuff as you can. Or you're going to, create wall sections. So that way, this space can feel like a very, very large home. And you might have an upstairs to it. So like even in like the smaller rooms, it can have enough height to it where you can just make, develop makeshift stairs that go up, and they won't go like super high, but they'll go like maybe like halfway up here, and that's still like perfectly adequate if you think about real life and like how low roofs are in your house. You can easily like make multiple levels if you want to anyway. A suddenly player housing kind of moment. That dog in Trial of Valor was so good because of the deep tuning. You have to squeeze every ounce of it to kill one at launch. I mean, we only did it on, we didn't do Mythic. We only got as far as Heroic, as always. I do remember that boss being pretty fun to do, although once I guess mechanically it was pretty simple. I liked Helya a little bit more. It was just kind of a slog though. It very much felt like a brawl where like we would wail on the boss, and then the boss, Helya, would just like hammer us with stuff, but no one would die. We would just take time to recover and get our shit back together, but then we'd be able to survive through it. That felt kind of good. Gul'dan was a good boss. I liked fighting Gul'dan. That was fun. It was cool getting blown back and then having to retreat, run back, turn around, and then everyone like, all right, go back. And then we would all charge in to re-engage the boss. That was a cool feeling. Kill Jaden sucked though. Kill Jaden sucked. Progression on that one was like um, lots of 30-second wipes. Lots of 30-second wipes. And like the frustration of having to navigate through the dark and all that in that next part. At least the burn phase wasn't so bad, but it just kind of felt like we were rewarded after getting through that one part. After getting through like the dark phase with like a phase that's arguably like pretty easy. It's like, okay, go ahead and wrap things up now. We made the start of the fight a bit overwhelming, so like here you go, guys. Is 100% confirmed undead are going to be able to be paladins? No. They haven't said anything. Once they say it, they'll say it. I mean, I imagine that they will eventually become paladins, just like every other race will. But they haven't given like a, you know, they haven't said, oh yeah, here's when it's going to happen. Someday. Thinking of Kill Jaden makes me uncomfortable. The Guardian boss in Sanctum, where we were just at, I like that fight. That fight felt pretty cool. It was really intense. Like it felt tight. Like you mess something up, everyone dies. You do the taunt wrong, everyone dies. That sort of thing. I like that. I thought Kill Jaden was good. I thought Sylvanas Phase 3 was awesome. And I thought the other phases were not. But Phase 3 Sylvanas was a really cool fight. Like we had to think of like different tricks in order to do what we wanted to do. Like, you know how there's like the 4 platforms? Like I needed to time all my cooldowns in such a way that I'd have like the horses available so I can go like all the way across, grab a bunch of that void stuff, drop it off. It was crazy. It was, for me, it felt crazy. So much going on that I had to handle simultaneously. Yeah, I think we had a demon hunter to help us out, but ultimately, like, we just kind of had to suck it out and do it ourselves. And why can't I, wait, why isn't that open? Oh, I think we gotta wait for it to open. Yeah, there we go. Had to be something. Had to be something. Where's number 2? There's number 2. And bam. Did you do Herald of the Titan Admiral Restricted? It was cool. Wish they would do more of those. I did not. A couple guildmates of mine did. I didn't care for it because I think at the time it was like, oh, that's what we get? Nah. I think it was just the title, right? That you got from it? I did do it a little. I think it. I'm trying to remember. When did that achievement pop in? Was it while it was current, or was it introduced later? Because I remember we did go back in as a team and we killed it, and it was during Wrath. But when did they put that achievement in? I don't know if it was there the whole time. That's why. So I just remember myself saying like, I don't care, not a big deal. You guys can do it. Have fun. Problem with doing that though is you don't need to do that anymore. The whole hey you have to put on this sort of gear, that's cumbersome. It's like, hey, can you go in and farm, one shot these mobs for some old ass gear so you can do a boss that's tough, or we could just scale you down. We'll just nerf your item level down to shit, and then, you know, do it yourself. If they were to do that, I'd rather it just be like a mode where they like kill off your item level. Like because how would it translate now? I don't know how it would, what item level would be appropriate. But it's one of the things that Final Fantasy XIV does with like their ultimate raids in order to try to preserve a sense of difficulty. But also one of the main things about 14 is that they don't do like sweeping class changes and you know, a whole class revamps every couple of expansions. What do you mean it's just the title? At the time, I was like, oh, it's just the title. No disrespect, but that's how I felt. So. Ironically, I hate the Kill Jaden fight. The setting is glorious, zipping through the nether. I mean, it's cool because you're freaking fighting on space. That's neat. Not even gonna wait. Just gonna turn around. Disrespect. Take the achievement away after the tier. That's how you make it cool. Oh, so you're looking for something that's like exclusive or what? Oh, okay. I mean, if you take the achievement away, but you still leave the challenge there, why is the challenge there if you don't get anything for it? I guess it's to be like, well, okay, you at least did it, but you didn't do it when it was relevant. But if it works the same way, then why change? I don't know. Oh, wrong way. This way. Well, that's how that haunts me is the Immortal. We had a full max clear with no deaths until a taco healer, the paladin healer, died on KT. Yeah, I didn't get. Yeah, I didn't go for that one either. I think a team on my guild, they managed to do it. Wait, I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? I'm so going the wrong way. Damn it. At the time, my guild couldn't get past the safety dance, so we never tried for Immortal. Oh, that's rough. It was fun. Yeah, safety dance wasn't so hard. People talked about it like it was this legendary thing, and then we kind of taught each other how to do it, and then we did it, and then that was it. Thaddeus? Yeah, Thaddeus would wreck people really fast. And it was exhausting because the raid was massive. You know, you had to go through all sorts of shit. Even now, it feels like an exhausting raid to navigate through. Okay, I forgot one of these kills you. I think it's Davros. Oh god, he's almost dead. Jeez. I'm fine, right? I can just be here. I don't think I'm in any danger of dying. You got it? Nice. Well done. You were in PvP and died. I wear it for irony. And brrrr. Oh yeah, jump. That's right. I I almost died there. Thank you, Sin. I'm never gonna remember that. Every time I do this, I'll need to be on stream. Otherwise, I'm gonna get myself killed. Ooh. And one more time. Do 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 do. Oh. Thought I got all the trash. Alright, so I got a little bit more time. I got 7 minutes to finish. Might as well do the whole raid. He's not even dancing. I'm no dancer. I'm a fighter, baby. Or maybe I just like having this cool effect, the blood looking effect on me, because it does look cool. The most organized raid I've ever seen. Okay, I gotta decide lunch. And I'll still need to do this one more time. When we got to this boss, one of our healers was having trouble getting to the save spots. Save spots? Oh, you mean like whatever, Oh, you're talking about the dance. Oh, that's rough. Still logging up and convinced will never drop from me. Ouch. Come on down, but oh, he's winding up. Ah. Oh, I should have waited until he does his DPS thing, right? Ah, well. I'll just beat him down now. What? Woohoo! There we go. And one hammer to the groin. And where's the quest thing? Okay, I did get the hit. Sweet. That's a lot of loot. Sheesh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that seems like a lot. Did we always get that much stuff? Yeah, that feels like a crap ton of loot, man. Oh no, because I'm looting both of these. Ah, never mind. That's wild. So she couldn't see the light pillar. I figured it was like some sort of graphic setting, or was it like a WoW bug, or was it a graphics bug on her end? At any rate, that was kind of funny. Maybe not at the time. I'm sure like anyone would just get more and more pissed. Like, dude, I seriously can't see what the fuck you guys are talking about. Alright, let's see how the gold is looking. That's 300 gold there. Ooh, look at all that anima too. Smexy. It's another 200. Still going. That's 50 gold. Okay, that's clearly an older raid. $66 gold. Still less than 1,000. Yeah, it's not very much. Let's see, what's the easy way to get rid of this anima? I think Xerath Mortis would be a good spot. Regular at the time, kept calling it a pillar. Okay, so what did she see it as? Did she see it as like something else altogether? And so she's actually trying to look for a physical pillar. Well, wires got crossed for sure. Oh wait, shit, the thing's up. Oh, that's not even the right one. Fuck. You know, I'm gonna fight it anyway. Be up. Should like die in seconds. Ooh. 7 seconds. Sheesh. TD's just like, hurrah! Finish him! Yeah, farming for the mogs from those guys is doo-doo. Just doo-doo. You can always put your anima into those anima tokens and war bank them. No, I'm just gonna like let them pile up on my main for a rainy day. Yes. She thought she was supposed to use a pillar to line of sight, and her graphics was bad, so the spotlight was very, very small. I see. It sounds like it was. It sounds like the fight wasn't explained to her very well either. Or maybe you guys are just like, nah, figure it out yourself. You're fine. And she was having trouble doing it. Oh yeah. Look at all that anima. That's it, right? Just that. Turn in. Okay. Yeah, because I got a bunch of rando. Oh, maybe these are worth something. But maybe I should hold on to them too. Just in case something, your player housing. So I'm gonna be heading out. I'm gonna run a quick errand and try to get that package from the mail, from the post office. Come back, do the recording of the 5 mask, maybe, but also work on the weekly. There's gonna be a lot of stuff that I have to do here at the house. for cleanup and all that. Yay. But for now, off I go. You guys have a great rest of the day. May your loots be merry, and I'll see y'all for the next thing. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and as always, stay